Hello, Benjies, and welcome to BingeWorthy, part of the Geekish Network. We binge a show to let you know if you should. I'm your host, Rakai, new from the Ville. Hello, Governor. And to me and with me today, I have my awesome co-hosts. First, I'm going to start with Mr. Johnny Randolph. Say hello to the people.
What it do, people?
And next up, we have the fabulous Miss Cody Scott Wright. Say hello to the people.
Hello, hello.
And finally, but not least, the OG, triple OG, founder, owner of the Geekish Network, Mr. Charles Babb. Say hello to people, Chuck.
What's up, y'all?
All right. Now, if you're an audience member, remember, feel free to communicate with us. We're live right now on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Galactic Signals. Wherever you're trying to find us, we probably there. Now today, today we're gonna let you know if you should watch Paramount Plus's Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3. Now, Season 3 concludes with a high-stakes confrontation against the Vesda entity, now possessing a resurrected Ensign Gamble on the planet Sky Gallon.
What? Wait.
Okay. All right. Oh, who wrote that? I wrote that. I'm all off.
Right
okay.
there.
So, that. Oh, all right. So what had happened was we started the season by concluding the cliffhanger from last season where we were dealing with the Gorn.
Yes.
And then we did a whole lot of stuff, and then we got to this part I'm talking about. So this season was all over the place. We had a transformation of Captain Pike's girlfriend, Captain Marie Battelle. I don't think she was a captain yet. She was like a lieutenant.
She was a captain.
Commander. She was a captain?
Yeah.
Okay. So Captain Marie Battelle, she was infected by the Gorn from her time at the end of the hegemony arc that was at the end of last season, beginning of this season. And they spent a lot of this season trying to find a way to cure her. We run into an entity called the Vesda, which proved to be equally, if not more, lethal than the Gorn. And Marie ended up being a powerful guardian and helping a lot with that whole thing. And we're not going to get into that. We saw the bond deepen between Kirk and Spock, and it provides a look into the possible future of Pike and Battelle, showing them a possible future for them. Oh God, this was all over the place. Anyway, Rodney, I don't even.
You gave a very non-linear recap.
Man, listen, I was like, was it sleep when I wrote this? Rodney posts our cast members' ratings for Paramount Plus's Star Trek: Strange New Worlds Season 3. Now, while Rodney posts the ratings, I want to let you know that we rate the show at the beginning, and then we have our discussion, and then we rate it again at the end just to see if anyone had a change of mind. So, Mr. Rodney Cajudo, best technical producer in the land, what did we come up with, sir? See, there we go. All right. we had two full meals and two binge worthy. So that's going to put us strictly in the 4.5. So it rounds up to a binge worthy. I am going to let Courtney go first. She had a full meal. How did you come up with your rating?
I came up with my rating much like your beginning synopsis
Yeah.
because it was a bit all over the place, the season for me. So I think it was quite apropos.
See?
But I think every episode was very well done. Like that's not to take away from the series itself because I am a huge fan of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. But whereas I think, this series excels on a non-linear fashion, unlike Discovery, which is serialized, or even like Picard, or um like the other ones. This one is similar to the original series, and usually the last two seasons have been a little hodgepodgey, like, but there has been a connected through line for them for a large number of the episodes. But I just felt like this season, though, yes, we did have a great wrap up to the way the cliffhanger ended from season two. I did feel like we meandered for a lot of the time. And so that led me to a full meal.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Um, Chuck, what you came up with a binge worthy. What was your explanation, sir?
Oh man, I just love everything about this show. This show reminds me of it makes me feel that same nostalgic feeling I had when I watched the original Star Trek and the Next Generation. It's just it creates a world of wonder, and I don't know what's going to happen from show to show. There's no consistency, and this is what Star Trek is. This is action, adventure, whatnot. I don't know what episode is going to give me, and I don't know the lessons I'm going to learn about the human experience in the show. So I just feel like every time I watch a new episode, it feels like the first, and I
Okay.
enjoy every single last one of those.
Okay. That's excellent. All right. Thank you. Randy, what
Okay.
about yours?
Okay.
Hmm.
I gave it a full binge out, and the show was called Strange New Worlds. And I have to agree with what both Courtney and Chuck said. Like, it was all over the place, but it's called Strange New Worlds. So we are literally,
Fair.
we don't know what we're getting out here. We're embarking on a mission, and this is kind of like it's the prequel to the original one. And everything, I won't say everything is new because we're past first contact, but like everything's just unfolding and it's coming to us. And I feel like we're getting a chance to see it the way the crew of the Enterprise or whoever they're coming in contact is getting to see it. They're just taking it as it is. They're using science to solve these problems, but it's all new and it's all fascinating. So it all aligned with me. I had a lot of fun, and that's why I gave it a full binge out.
All right. Thank you, Randy. I gave it a full meal, and I actually agree with all three of you. I think I don't know. I think if I'm thinking back, episode season one, season two to me were full binge outs. This one was a little bit lesser than. It's hard to explain why. I felt like this one was a little bit more all over the place. And even though there were some episodes in here that I genuinely loved, there were some that were okay. They were okay. And I just felt like there was more in the season before. And I know I shouldn't compare them to the season before, but I can't help it. Um, I don't know. I wanted more of the through line, I guess. But I do love Chuck's point about, you know, you don't have to tell anybody you have to start from right here. Yeah, you start from the beginning to understand the crew and understand the people that you're watching, but you can start at any episode and pick up and get it. And get it right away. So that's why I gave it a full meal. Because I would say because I compared it to the previous seasons, do we think that there was a recurring theme? Because we said it was all over the place, but it was, was there any recurring themes or motifs that added depth to the narrative of this season?
Mm, I think that way it ended was like a rebirth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I do think that I guess like a theme that was a strong theme was a lot about Spock getting closer to his humanity, and even understanding himself more, like through the episode with um Laan, like the dancing, like him really wanting like to do what he could to you know be a better partner to that little nurse.
Mhm. Chapel.
And
She wouldn't even say her
yeah,
name. She said that little nurse.
said that little nurse. You knew who I
She
was
wouldn't
talking
even
about.
say her name.
I don't need to say her name. But
Dang.
I am really happy with again, like him seeking to discover these things led him to his actual a better partner for him. And I think, that led into like the episode with the murder mystery, and then the like consequent episodes that they really kind of helped him. The episode when the crew, four members of the crew, became Vulcan.
Hmm.
Like there were different things I think that it was really about realization.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I was gonna say it's about family, but I'll never say that. Because
Because you're
just
just gonna say that.
for those reasons. But I thought this is the best Star Trek crew we've ever had.
I agree with that.
There's no stand for a lot of times the captains seem to emerge as the kind of be all end all. With this one, I thought every mission that they ever had, it took a collective effort for them to survive. So for me, I thought that this was about Star Trek, like it's from the Academy, it's the crew, and we're not getting out of this unless we're all in it together. So I thought that was a thing that for us to survive, it was the crew.
I like that. All right, Chuck.
Uh, what did I? There's so many things I liked about this season in particular that stood out to me. That I don't know. Let me think.
Here,
I'll
I'll
come back
jump
to
in
me.
here real quick.
Hmm.
I would say the recurring theme for me this season is very reminiscent of what Courtney just said about finding yourself. And I thought that was very clear for everyone on the cast. Um,
The little
everyone,
nurse.
yeah, Chapel had to find herself. Uh, Uhura had some issues. She had to find herself, and especially when she was dealing with Ortega's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Ortega was injured by the Gorn, and that had a serious effect on her. She had to find herself because she wilded out at first. She rebelled, you know what I'm saying, and then came back to herself, even to the point where they had a really pivotal um, uh, episode late in the season that really put her front and center, and that was actually it was weird. It's weird as shit, but
Super
it's
weird,
pretty
but
good.
yeah,
Uh,
but it worked.
Yeah,
Mbenga had to find himself, and even how he was dealing with his new ensign, and that the chapel was gone. Like there was a lot of that back and forth. Marie Battelle had to find herself, and who is this new
Kirk,
her? Kirk,
yep.
Pike. Like I thought that was really so. They're out here exploring strange new worlds and exploring, finding on this exploration journey, but a lot of that this season was internal. They had to find themselves in order to continue, which, they were given kind of a new mission at the end of the season, which I thought was great because in the next season or however many more seasons they are blessed with, I think what's going to happen now is they're going to start curtailing that into what becomes the original series. So that the end of this series looks like the beginning of the original 1960 whatever series.
from
Um,
what I read, this next season is the last season, and it's going to be a truncated season. I think like 6 episodes.
really, that
Really?
sucks ass.
2026 is supposed to be, yeah, when it's coming out, from what I read.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that they're gonna have a time jump based on the
Yeah,
episode that, um,
the
you
finale.
know, the finale
Yeah,
where Pike has a very, internal
vision.
journey,
Yeah,
with Marie,
he was
as
on that
almost
ayahuasca.
like, well, almost as this the two of them, getting an opportunity to live an existence together that ultimately, based on their own futures, would not be possible. So I really think that there might be a time jump.
Yeah, and I understand that too, especially where they said it. And then um the future of Star Trek as a whole is kind of up in the air, which it doesn't seem like it should be because these are extremely popular and very well done shows. But with this really kind of being the last Star Trek show to hold on, I know that they're talking about bringing in Starfleet Academy,
They are. They
possibly.
have a new series. Like that's done, I think. Like that's next. That's coming
Yeah,
up next.
but part of the problem is that Paramount was shooting a lot of this stuff in house or whatever in partnership, and Paramount now has a new owner, and who
They
knows what the
do.
new owner wants.
Yep.
Um, for all we
Yeah.
know, the new owners will be like, "Hey, we start the Star Wars people," or some dumb shit. So I don't know. I thought this
Yeah.
show was excellent. Um, the one thing I don't know if it slid in the ratings. I don't know. I mean, because this season to me still great, but not as good as one and two. And sometimes you don't want to stay past your time. So maybe one more season is all that it should have. I don't know. To have a truncated system season is some bullshit. But
Yeah, that's what I read. And I'm see if
yeah,
I can find.
I
Yeah,
mean,
do
we'll see.
6 episodes or something to that nature.
I could
Because
see that.
Well,
They could say they're probably saving something for a movie.
yeah, it
I could
could
see them
be
doing
for.
that.
I could absolutely see them doing that. But we've already introduced, I mean, the series began with Spock and Uhura, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
the end of last season, we got last season we got Kirk in a
Mm-hmm.
recurring role. At the end, we got Scotty. The only two we haven't seen left are
Bones.
Bones and Sulu and Chekhov.
Yeah.
So those are the only main three that we haven't encountered. And I've been waiting for Mbanga to die. And I really thought Mbanga was gonna die, at the end of this
I don't think they're
season.
gonna kill
No,
him.
they can't kill him
Why?
because he's in episodes in the original series.
Oh, is
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
Yeah.
original
I didn't
series,
realize that.
he started
Hmm.
off on the ship, but he was maybe one or two episodes, and because he was black in the '60s, they played him to the background and
Yeah.
eventually replaced him. But yeah, there was a black man. He made it
Yeah.
to the original series.
Oh, wow. I
Hmm.
didn't realize that. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen that character in the original series. And I've seen a lot
Hmm.
of the episodes, so maybe I haven't seen
Yeah,
like
and
the first one.
There's a
because
reason.
and that's yeah, um, and
As
it
I'm
was
sitting
really
here in
only
my Franklin hat.
it was
You know what
only
I mean? Like,
it was only because of William Shatner too that Nichelle
Uhura.
Nichols,
Yep.
yeah, was
Yep.
out there like that.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, I just think it's gonna be interesting because I don't because we know how Pike's life ends.
Mm-hmm.
We already know how it ends.
Yeah.
So I
But
they
are they
make them.
changing that? Like, I don't know.
No, I
They
think
I
started
don't
he
out.
think
They
they
mentioned
will.
that
started
the
out the
kid
series with that
I
though.
mean, really, yeah,
he
the whole
mentioned that the kids
season
were
has
in.
been. Go ahead.
Well, he mentioned in, the beginning when we met Marie, and he was explaining to Marie where each of these kids were in their life, and how 10 years from now they would be in Starfleet Academy. So I wonder if these kids, if Pike doesn't end his life at the end of at this series, if those kids are going to be in Starfleet Academy.
Mm.
Yeah.
It would make
So
sense.
Or they just multiverse it and just have him go back into his own dream world where he met Marie and they had a family and she got married.
I
You
mean,
know.
maybe. I
Maybe.
don't know. I mean, he's too big of a character. I mean, I know we know the end is coming, but they can Hollywood that thing and not even have us see it or have it go off with we think he died, or we know
Hmm.
it's probably probable that he did, or something. He
Hmm.
sacrifices himself to save somebody or something like that. But
Or
And
who
y'all,
just
knows?
Yeah, what
and y'all
about
know why
La'an?
y'all know why
Like,
they
aren't we
killed
gonna
him,
lose
right?
her?
I mean, but
La'an
that's
is not
but Laan, Una, number one,
Una number one and
yeah,
Erica.
there's several that are on the bridge right now that I don't know what happens to them. So,
the
um,
the first
yeah,
Enterprise gets lost.
Well,
I feel like Una. Oh, I guess it could. But
yeah,
then
I
the
feel
first
like
Enterprise
Una got
without
her
Spock,
own.
Yep.
without
Yeah,
Spock and Uhura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like the first Enterprise maybe gets destroyed in this next season.
Or maybe Una gets her own ship.
I
That
could have
too.
You know,
thought that
maybe
she
she
was
gets to race the
supposed to get her
captain.
own ship and supposed to like uh come off ship and go to, like higher.
Right.
Who knows?
But we
Hell,
never
who
see
knows?
her again.
Yeah, but that's the
That's
thing. I
fine.
mean, it's like some of them admirals and stuff who are not directly involved with the ships that we talking about. We're not going to see them.
Yeah.
So,
So she,
who knows?
Yeah.
She can get
Like
off
the
and,
ships.
be the head of HR or some shit. Who knows?
The ships in
She
lower
could be
decks
the dean of
exist.
Starfleet Academy, you
she
know?
could be.
Like,
Yeah.
She could be the. I feel like that might be where she would be going.
Yep. Or she
Yeah.
go to be one of the ships
because
in,
after Pike,
lower decks. Those
hmm
hmm?
ships are considered real. The ships in lower decks are considered real ships.
Yeah, they are. hmm
They're canon.
Yeah.
The
And all the ones that they
Cerritos.
mentioned. So not just the Cerritos, but all the ones that they mentioned. And those
And
are.
didn't the crossover episode? Didn't they kind of hint to what happened to her? But she tells them, "Don't tell me what happened."
I
Yeah.
think so.
Because
Yeah, you're right.
they did it to Pike definitely. He was like, "No," and I think they did it to her because she's a whole legend. She's a
Yeah,
whole
that's what
legend
says, and that's
in
why we
there.
know that she survives and
She
she goes on
survives, right?
to doing stuff where she's like
Hmm.
the symbol, the face of the company.
Right.
Yeah, that was from the lower decks. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we've talked about this thing at length, and we've done a very good job at keeping it spoiler free for y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and rewrite this thing, and then after that, we are going to go into our spoiler talk. But you're gonna have to catch that in the Patreon or Discord or somewhere else. We'll let you know where you can catch that at. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and rewrite it first, even though I love the talk that we just had. I think I'm gonna stay at a full meal. I like this season. I thought it was great. It just wasn't. I wasn't over the moon for it. So, all right. Let's go, Randy. What's your rewriting?
I'm definitely keeping it for a binge out. I loved it. Like I said,
Okay.
it's called Strange New Worlds for a reason, and I hope it gets weirder next season. Whatever, how many episodes we
Yeah.
got, I hope it gets. I hope it gets stranger next season.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Courtney, how you rewrite it?
Well, I mean, there were, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. Like I agree that it is strange new worlds, and so that it should be strange. I just was super annoyed with like Erica's not my favorite character. Erica Ortega. Like I could have less of her. And Nurse Chapel, I'll say her name. It just didn't make sense, and maybe I should just give it a binge out because the things that irritated me, like I did really enjoy, even though Erica was annoying, I enjoyed the episode that was her standalone episode. I did enjoy that for the reasons, the connection that it built and the changes in her that I saw at the end of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna go up to a binge out.
Okay. All right. I see you.
But
All
the
right. And
dancing scene with Spock and Laan,
Hey man,
yeah,
look,
that,
I
that
don't. I would have forgot
listen,
about that little old nurse too. Man, Spock, we gotta leave her alone.
listen.
hold
You
on.
know
Now,
what? He
but
got over her real fast, so I
but
should too.
y'all did know that Laan in real life, she was a professional dancer, and I want to say she. I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know
I
that.
don't think Chris Brown, but I think she's been on tour with like
Okay,
big names. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
yeah,
I
and
would have been
Rodney
dancing with
Rodney
her if I was
Rodney says
Spock.
she's a singer as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd have been dancing with her if I was Spock.
listen,
Listen.
listen. Chuck, how you rewrite it?
I
Binge
mean,
out.
listen, Spock's pants gets tighter and tighter, so I would have danced. I'm like,
You should have been
Can
dancing with
I
her before Chapel.
can I
Shit.
jump in real
Man.
quick? Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead,
ahead.
Rodney.
It's about Spock. I love how Spock has become the Kirk.
Yeah, he has become the
Yeah,
Kirk.
Right?
player.
yes,
He,
so far.
he is getting it all.
Yeah,
He is-
people are,
I
people are
mean,
mad
Man.
about that though. The internet is mad about that.
but
Really?
not
Yeah, they're
me.
mad about it.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it neither.
Yeah, he's literally
and-
the Kirk. So
I know, and
yeah.
he's a terrible example for
Mhm.
us because he's doing it all with zero emotions. Just
Closed
And getting all
off.
the girls, and I would have been
Yeah.
right there signed up on the list.
He's a great Spock. He
He
is
is a great
really a
Spock.
great
He's great
Spock.
from the minute he was introduced
Mhm.
in
Yeah,
Discovery.
Ethan
Mhm.
Peck has been very, very well versed and very what I think. Didn't he say he actually met with and spent some time with Leonard Nimoy?
Win anymore? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I
Hammer?
think he might actually spend some time with Zachary Quinto too.
Cool. I mean, he
I
got
know
that
he
black.
talked to Zachary Quinto, but I
Hmm.
don't remember. I don't think I read anything about Leonard Nimoy because wasn't he passed away before
When he
this
started
game?
Discovery, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
I want
know.
to say, man, he grew up with
Yeah,
that black sister. You know, his black sister. You know,
That's
yeah,
raised him.
wow. That's a
yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you
Uh,
off, Chuck.
I was saying, yeah, I'm keeping it a binge out, and I
oh,
agree with Mark. Spock's having his own binge out,
Yeah, he is.
yeah, he is.
and
He is.
I like the fact with Lion too, what's going on, and especially the impact it has in the movies.
Hmm. No, one of you, because I don't have mine up. One of you guys, because I know that we've got some great comments in the chat on YouTube, because we have some dedicated binge-worthy followers and watchers. So, anybody got what's in the chat?
Chuck.
Yeah. Well, you see, Chekhov didn't he come later in season 2 in the original? He was played by Booker Bradshaw.
Yeah,
I just
and
saw the episode was Pike in the original. Bro goes out bad.
Yeah, he goes out bad.
yeah.
But y'all know why that was. The show when it aired didn't get good ratings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
Hmm.
wanted to change it, so that's when they brought in whatchamacallit and as Kirk.
Which is actually
Okay.
funny too, because they never wanted William Shatner as Kirk either.
Yeah.
They
They
Yep.
wanted
did
everybody but him. Yeah.
Hmm.
really.
Hmm.
They kind of hinted at that too in the episode in this.
Yeah, they wanted everybody but
They
William Shatner as Kirk.
they hinted at it in an episode of this too.
Mm.
In what way?
The holodeck.
Yes, the holodeck scene. Yes.
Yeah, they
Yep.
did.
Yep. They
Yeah.
hinted at
The
it. Yep.
captain, they didn't want the
Yeah.
captain. Yeah.
Yep. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it because you
Yeah.
might have seen it.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
That was a great episode.
That's the next step. That's the next part of the show, Randy.
Hmm.
oh. You
I don't
brought
know
it
what you guys
up.
are talking about. I don't remember that part. You have to tell me.
The
Oh, we have to
murder
do it later. We have
mystery.
to do it later. We have to
No,
do it
I
later.
remember the murder
Ah,
mystery.
okay.
We'll do it
All right.
later.
No.
We have to do it in the second part of the show.
All right. So with that, that takes our binge-worthy rating to a 4.75, which still it was going to be a binge-worthy before a full binge out, but it's even higher now, so it's still a full binge out. So the Geekish Networks binge-worthy suggests, we recommend, no, damn it, we demand that you watch Star Trek: Strange New World season 3. Um, you will enjoy it just as much as we enjoyed it. And if you're enjoying this conversation as much as we are, then you will make sure that you watch the next part of this conversation, which is we're going to talk about all the spoilers, all the stuff that you really want to talk about. Is we're going to talk about, but you're going to have to catch it in our Patreon. I do want to give a shout out to Digital Click, who provides all of our web assets and does all of our marketing. If you need any marketing, any digital assets for your project, make sure that you reach out to Digital Click. I want to give a huge shout out to the greatest technical producer in the land, Mr. Rodney Cajudo. I want to give a huge shout out to our co-hosts that were not here tonight, Miss Catherine Hicks, Anna De La Cruz, and Trey, and also the ones who are here with me tonight, Miss Courtney, Mr. Randolph, and Mr. Bab. We will see you next week. And what we watching next week?
Is it
Anybody know?
Peacemaker?
No, it can't be Peacemaker, not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say next week. Oh, next week we're gonna do a quick rundown of one of the newest but best animated projects, Marvel Zombies. So
Oh.
we're gonna talk about that next week. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bish.
Bye.